I've been dancing off and on for 6 years, doing hip-hop and breaking, and I've been fancy dancing since I was 6. Hip-hop is something I kind of just put myself in, got into, because it doesn't really cost money. Like doing breaking, all I need is this floor and my music, and it's my own creativity and my own moves, you know. There's foundation to it, but it doesn't cost money for me to do it, because I couldn't afford dance lessons and stuff. So breaking was it. I don't know what I'd be doing right now if I didn't have dancing. Seriously, I don't know what I'd be doing, because this is my bread and butter, and it's my love, and it's taken me to, like, around the world, and and I'm still doing crazy stuff with it. So I'm just happy that I got into it when I did. Jackie was slapping me in the face. Okay. Off and on, I heard a little bit about my rights, but most of it was only by chance. Like, it would slip out from someone's mouth, and I'd be like, what? Oh, I have this amount of money to do this, or oh, I can do that if someone does something to me, or whatever. I was never really given a rule book or a law book.
It really should be coming from the child welfare workers. I mean, they're the ones dealing with them. They should be telling. It should come from the lawyers. The lawyers should be telling the children what their rights are, the parents what their rights are. When I, as the lawyer, ask the government, okay, well, what duty of care do you owe to the children if you take them in care under a permanent guardianship order? It's a pretty important question, pretty basic question, and you don't get an answer. How do you know?
And all these issues are interrelated. I mean, you touched about the whole area, the question about, do the women know their rights? I think the short answer is no. You know, they don't. They are not told their rights.
I was just talking to a client just 10 minutes ago. And what she told me is they told her that they were going to get a permanent guardianship order and that she had no choice or no options, and they were going to take her children away. And she didn't know she could get a lawyer. She didn't know she could fight it in court. The stress that these parents are under in the middle of these processes, of these court cases, they face losing their children. They're so distraught, they're so upset, they're not thinking clearly, and then they don't even get the proper information. And they're told, you have no chance of winning. That's what they've told me. That the workers told them, well, you have no chance of winning, you might as well just agree. Why fight it out? And then in their despair, they just agree.
And that's a good picture of them. The first set of grandkids, which is this young girl now, who's a mother now, those ended up in care. These other kids, their mother passed away. She had surrendered her kids on Thursday night, and on Friday night she passed away. And I came to the funeral and I said, I'm here. I'll take my grandchildren, Oh no, we have to go to court, you can't do that. And so we went to court, and I got denied. They said that it would be too hard for me to look after 4 special needs kids. And I said, special needs? I said, if you're saying my grandchildren are special needs, I need diagnostic reports from you. Because I'm diabetic and I have thyroid problem. The next thing was that I'm not well enough to look after all these kids. When I got denied to have access to my, to have custody of my grandchildren, I told the child welfare worker, I said, you know what, I'm going to appeal this. I'm going to appeal it. You're not getting my grandchildren. And you have 30 days, and most parents don't know that. Nobody tells them.
I think that most people have no idea what their rights are at all. And in fact, I find it very interesting that I think in a lot of ways, many people in the system don't know what the parents' or the children's rights are, sometimes including the lawyers and the child welfare workers.
Sometimes I just feel like grabbing somebody by the scruff of the neck and just, why can't you do what you're supposed to do? It was so hard to try and, get our family back together again.
If the leaders all stood up and say, look, you're not taking our goddamn kids anymore, you think it'd keep on? No. I've had experience where the chiefs in some communities said, you're not coming on this reserve anymore. And we wouldn't. We wouldn't.
I did appeal. We were able to go to court, the Court of Queen's Bench. And within a week or so, she had made a decision that the kids would come back to me. They had to return the kids to me immediately, she said. And the kids, they've been with me ever since.
For me, where I get inspiration and where I get hope is in the renegades. It's the people that are willing to take leadership and take responsibility, I guess.
Toe, heel. Toe, heel. It's kind of weird. I started working with kids when I was a teenager. I worked in this program called Dimensions. That's when I really learned about being kind of a healthy person, and so I was actually taught, how to treat kids and take care of them and stuff. It's really cool. But it's interesting because that helped me when I started getting into breaking. I joined the Red Power Squad. Goes Jack, look and Jack, look and Jack, look. Mentor youth through hip hop and native culture. So when I joined them, when I started dancing, I already knew how to take care of kids or talk to them, and it's just really interesting. But this time I could do it through dance and through hip hop and my own culture. So I've been doing that ever since I started, since 2003. I've just been blessed to travel with Red Power Squad and different organizations and crews, and just do social work through hip hop. That's basically what it is, social work. And I'm kind of like a social worker now without the certificate.
Yeah, right? I got some right here. But look at my 16-year-old granddaughter. She took traditional parenting before she ever got pregnant. She's 17 now. She's a mother already. And she's such a terrific little mother. Oh, look at this. She looks like a little doll. Had she not, if she had been stuck in child welfare, would she have taken responsibility for her baby? I wonder. Educate yourself as much as you can and to know that you have rights. And what I tell my mothers is get to know all the different agreements within child welfare because you have rights. You can partake in the involvement with your kids in child welfare and never quit. Because the children are so important. They're the most important thing in the world.